Hi there, back on our iPad today, going to take a look at settings and specifically iCloud and iTunes within this. I'm here on iCloud already and you can see that I've signed in with my iCloud account. Your students also have an iCloud account. They should be signed in here already. However, if they're not, just have them sign in using their credentials. The important thing that you want to know about using iCloud is it will back up through documents and data specific pieces of information, such as if you have a keynote that you're working on or an iMovie presentation that you're working on, it'll automatically back that up to iCloud, store a copy of it, and keep it safe so that in case it gets deleted for some reason from your iPad, then it will have a copy that it can pull down from iCloud. If I go inside there, you'll see that other apps also want to store documents and data in my iCloud. I'm actually going to be able to turn those on or off as I like. For example, Cabinet, I don't need it to save things to my iCloud. I have my Notability backing up to Google Drive already, so I'm going to turn that off too. I only receive 5 gigabytes of free storage, so in documents and data, I want to make sure that I don't have every app turned on there. Some other key things you may want to have turned on within the iCloud to back up for safe features are things like your notes and possibly your calendars and reminders, depending on whether you do or don't use those. I wouldn't just turn on everything in iCloud, but I think it's important that you have Find My iPad and Documents and Data turned on there. Make sure to check in on Documents and Data to see that not every app that you have is backing up there, because otherwise you're going to have a whole lot of documents and data there that you don't need. Other than that, that's what you need for iCloud right now. In iTunes and App Store, we also want to make sure that when I'm signed into the App Store, number one, I'm signed in with the correct Apple ID. That should be if it's your iPad, or your students, if it's your student's iPad's Apple ID right there. And I want to turn on a couple features here. I'm going to have apps turned on, as you see I already do. That means that anytime I download an app from one of my devices using this same Apple ID, it'll automatically download those apps to this other device. This probably doesn't affect your students, however, may affect you on the personal side of your account. If you have a personal iPad, it'll bring both iPads to sync. So that might be something you want to turn on there. But the thing you really want to pay attention to is at the very bottom, updates. We want those updates to sync automatically with the latest version that's on the iTunes Store or the App Store. So when I turn that on, I'll no longer see that tile of you have 50 apps that need updated on top of the App Store. As you notice, I turned that on right now and I have no apps that need updating because iTunes will automatically take care of that for me. So those are a couple features using iCloud and the iTunes panel within settings that I think you'd want to check. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and I hope that you found it helpful.